What's up, everyone? Delvon Digital here, and I'm here to tell you why I can't quit Google. One reason I cannot quit Google is because I love Google Apps. I love how they sync across all my devices. Because I am a multi-user of different operating systems and different type of devices, I like to have everything synced in one area. So therefore, I never use like dedicated apps to a specific device, like if Samsung apps or Apple apps or anything like that, or even just dedicated Microsoft apps, which is also cross-platform as well. And I like those as well as Google's. But the reason why I stick to Google Apps is because of the cross-platform, and I can use them and pick up anywhere on any device that I'm using. And for that reason, I just can't shake Google. And Google Apps work better on Google devices. And let's go ahead and talk about one of my favorite features of why I love Google so much, and that is the Nest products, the whole ecosystem of the smart home automations that I can make inside my house with my doorbell, my thermostat, my TV streamer, and the speakers, and everything else that's included. I think that it makes a great package for building a smart home, and I really can't shake that. And of course, I can use those products with other products, but they just seem to work better with Google products, especially when it comes to Assistant. But we're going to get into that later. I really love how the Nest products work and how they coexist with the Google apps and everything. When you dial something on your phone, you can talk to your speaker. When you dial stuff on your phone, you can change your temperature. You can do a lot of different things. And I understand that you can do this with other devices as well, but it just seems like it's just so much fluent and works so much better when you're using a Google product and just turning your lights on and off using your controller. It's a delay on other devices. It's not. It's a delay on your iPhone. It's not a delay on any other device. And I just love how the Nest products work with all my Google devices and how I can use my voice to control everything. It's just one of those, just features that I just really love. And this is also another reason why I can't quit Google, because I love their Nest products, like their products itself. I don't think that anyone makes a better product or assistant on the market when it comes to the smart home automation features and everything like that, and just tech in general. If there is, let me know who makes better ones. But until then, Google makes the top ones, and they're the ones I'm buying. They're the ones I'm using. So other than that, that's another reason why I can't quit Google Nest products. Another reason is Gemini. I really love Gemini and AKA Google Assistants. RIP to Google Assistants, by the way. We heard that Gemini is gonna fully replace it. Hopefully we got all those Google features ported over already that I love so much. But anyways, Gemini has been a great assistant, and it's been pretty much dominantly everything that I've used. I tried to use other assistants, they just don't work out too well. But Gemini has been so perfect for me in my everyday, day-to-life stuff, just like Google Assistants. I mean, already Google Assistant, oh God, that scared me. I might put that as a blooper. Google Assistants already consume my whole entire life as far as my home automation and everything that I do. And Gemini is not far from that. And because of that, that's another reason I cannot quit Google, because what assistant on the market is better than Gemini or even Google Assistants right now? There's none. Not that I've used. So yeah, I'm here to stay. Oh, and I know you can use them on other devices, but they just work better on Google products. Now, I know I talked about this already before, but I just want to talk about the Google apps and how they are available on multiple different devices. So again, I told you that I'm a person who loves using multi-platform stuff. And I'm really an Apple user and Samsung user and Google user, and I got so many different devices, Windows, everything like that. And I love the fact that I can just pick up my apps and just keep on going, left off where I left off at from what I'm doing and everything like that. It just makes life so much easier. And I do like having that type of accessibility when it comes to the Google apps. And, if I was to use Apple apps, I would have to stick with Apple products. If I use Samsung apps, I would have to stick to all Samsung products, but that's not the life that I like living. I don't like to be kind of, stuck. I don't like to be stuck into an ecosystem that doesn't provide everything that I need, but I'm using it because it works well, if that makes any sense to a lot of you. So I just kind of like bounce around, and I find that Google Apps seems to connect all of my devices, all of my ecosystems that I do have together. And it makes it a lot easier for me to continue to use the products and just chill with them. And that's what I really love about Google Apps and Google in general. And it's hard for me to quit them because of that whole entire thing. There's nobody out there that's offering the type of quality apps that Google has that's also cross-platform. Nobody. Not here in the US at least. Nobody. The next thing would be Google phones, AKA Pixels. Everybody know Pixels, and everybody, you know, you love it or hate it, Pixels, right? But I love Google's integration with their apps and with their other products and their Google Assistants and Gemini and everything that, you know, coexists with using a Pixel phone, and even the AI features that they have, you know, that is just part of the whole entire reason why I cannot walk away from Google. It's like when I use something else, I start to miss these features, these everyday life to life features that Google includes into the Pixel experience, includes into the Google experience itself. And it just doesn't seem the same when you're using another device. Like when I use my iPhone and just say, yeah, when I use my iPhone, for instance, right? The Google experience up here is not as good as the Google experience on a Pixel phone. The Pixel phone Google experience is totally unmatched. And when it comes to like Samsung, you could kind of get that experience, but everything is not really baked into Samsung. It's still like downloadable with a lot of different things, you know? So I love the integration that Google provides with their Pixel devices across the board. I love everything they provide with their Nest products across the board. I love that their apps across platform, just all of that just makes the Google experience that much better. And it's just part of the reason why I titled this video what I titled this video, is that I just can't quit Google. Despite of all the bad things that people want to come up and say about Google's data, spying, and just all of this stuff, security, I mean, it doesn't really mean much to me as it does to other people. It's just the experience that what matters to me the most. And the experience that I get from Google and how they integrate everything is much better than any other thing out there. Now, you know, I know this is a Google video, and I want to bring up Apple just for the moment. And I'm only going to say, when it comes to like work, like productive work, I prefer Apple. And what I mean by that, I mean, when it comes to video and photo editing, I think that their devices and machines just work better when it comes to, you know, that particular thing, at least for the price, right? Because I can do half of that stuff on Windows. But when it comes to that type of work, yes, I love it. But when it comes to like everyday life and everyday integration, Google Assistants, you know, smart home automation, and just all of that, it's just, Google just wins in that category hands down. And if I'm honest with you, I don't spend all of my day editing, but the features that Google offers in their Google app ecosystem, and even with Google Assistants and their Nest products, I use every day on a constant basis. Like, I just use it. You know, I just walk in the house, hey, G-Man, turn on this light, turn off this light, turn on TV, turn on my PlayStation, turn on my Xbox, turn it off, and, you know, change the temperature to 70 degrees. This is something that I do every single day, but it'd be days where I don't even touch my Mac for editing a video or for editing photos or anything. So that type of integration between, you know, my iPhone and my Macs and my iPads and everything like that, it seems like it's not a everyday life living type of ecosystem, but they have a very great ecosystem, and I love it. That's why I have it. And the best thing about that is that I can use Google apps on their ecosystem. That's like the best thing about it. And that's why I love Google so much, literally. Anyways, everyone, I really hope that you enjoyed this rant about why I can't quit Google. If you can't, you let me know the reasons why you can. And if you left them, you let me know the reasons why you left them. And let's go ahead and talk about that in the comments. Anyways, this is Delvon Digital, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.